Well, welcome. We're going to try to finish this thing up. Let's see here. Yeah, we got to turn them on. Okay, it's on. And hopefully this is working. I'm streaming through a VPN. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it'll be all right. Okay, let's get the parts and get her put together. Okay. Where's the other elevator? Okay, so we're trying to get the hinges glued on and everything. Oh, we're missing a hinge. No, we're not. So this one goes on here. There. Sorry it wasn't on earlier. I had to go yard sailing. Bought a paper shredder. That's about it for $4. Always wanted one, but they're too damn expensive. Then they got cheaper, and I forgot all about them. The bummer about this is there's no sanding on this airplane. Oh well. I guess a good thing and bad thing. Good thing for a beginner, bad thing for me. Okay, how are we gonna do this? I guess we can just stipple it. So let's do this. Put this here. Come on now. Oh yeah, I know sanding. Your ass. That really got me. Oh yeah, I know sanding. Oh well, I'm sure I'll get over it someday. Now you're probably wondering, what am I doing here? Well, I'm going to take a stick pin and poke holes in this, and I don't want the holes to go outside of the underside of the rudder. So I got to figure out exactly where that goes. That looks pretty good. Yeah. We got 7 people that are in for punishment. If you like this type of content, make sure to subscribe. Throw a super chat. Share it with your friends. All these things count as engagement and help the channel. We're 5 away from 4,700. Okay, now stick pin. This won't be coming off of here very easy. Okay, Bernie. Says here, Bernie says, I built about 50 kits over the years and I thought it would be easy, but the truth is I've learned a lot about ARFs on this build. Thank you so much. Well, if you wanted to just slap it together, it might take 5 hours. I don't know. I don't think I could do it in 5 hours because I don't do that kind of shoddy of work. But somebody could probably do it. I don't know. And then how long is it going to last? 5 flights? 10 flights? Okay, we got bare wood here. Yeah, we got bare wood there. That's good. Hey, I don't know about king. I'm not a king. I'm just a model airplane builder. That angle isn't even the same. Isn't that something? Unfucking real. This angle is not the same angle as this tail post. So the way to fix that, the easiest way, is going to be to sand it. That's a lot to sand. Which side do we want to sand? We want to sand the tail post or the rudder? I guess we'll sand the tail post. Of course, I don't know, the covering might come off if I sand it. Or I can just say screw it and fill it up with a glue. Or that's it. We'll glue a piece of 1/8 inch on the back there and then reshape that. Yep. That'll keep the covering on there, and then I can reposition that. That's unreal. That's unreal. Yo! Can I build a jet engine? Probably if I had the stuff. I know how they work. Have to be a machinist, you know. Okay, this is the 16th, or 332nd. Let's see if that's enough. Barely, but that'll do it. Okay, so we want the glue. The glue. The bottle is clogged. Can't win. Can't win. Man, I gotta shut the heat off. That's ridiculous. Yeah. Got a booger in it, and the end of the tip. Need a smaller. Let me shut this off. It's too hot. Got a boogie in it. Let's see. No, I mean, that's good. There it is. We got a hole now. Big hole. Glue would come out of there like gangbusters. But we'll fix that. There we go. How many of you guys think that I could get a piece of balsa wood to shine with no paint? Strictly sanding. Okay. Okay, with any luck, I can sand that to shape. It's going to be difficult, but see, what do I want to use? Which block? Yeah, we use a stick. Didn't stick on the bottom. I don't have any thick sets, CA. Fortunately, this will be sanded mostly off. Okay, here we go. Let's re-angle it. Perfect. A little bit more. A little bit more. There we go. Well, I could use it. Could use another 30-second at the top. So we'll glue another piece of wood on it up at the top. That's bad. Maybe I need to bring a camera over here so you can see what I'm talking about. The tail post angle and the rudder angle are two different angles. And I didn't build it, so somebody in China made it. So when you put this on here, it doesn't seat down all the way. It's about a 32nd of an inch more on the top. And I've already added 3/32. Yep. I mean, anybody else would just glue it on there and that'd be it. But I can't do that. So when you're doing these ARFs, pay attention. There's a lot of shady shit on this. Now, how's Weatherby gun stock done stand. Oh, that's how, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, your Weatherby gun stock, start out with 80 grit to get it to shape, then drop to 100, 120, and then down to 220, 320, 400. You can go all the way to 5,000, but I would get some steel wool, double aught steel wool, and steel wool it till it shines. Woo. When I tell people that the shine on my airplanes comes from sanding, yeah, cool tattoos, idiot marks from another life. I see these girls in the store with tattoos on their neck and face. I always ask them, "Do you wish you didn't do it?" Oh, no, I love them. Yeah, you. Wait till you get older, you wish you didn't do it. It didn't say anything in the book about this. It glue it together. Fill her up. Okay, now we're going to re-angle this. So I'm going to take the bottom off of this and leave the top. And that fills the gap. You know, a lot of people think that sanding is the low end, the low end of the project. If you look at my tagline, finish starts with first piece of wood cut. That means when I make a cut, it's right on the line, fit the joints together perfectly. The sanding is the most important part of the whole airplane, of the whole project. You're building a cabinet or whatever, you better be able to sand and sand good. Got a little high spot in it still. So we need to move that in just a little more. Top just a little more. Just a little bit more. God, it's so close. I don't want to oversand because then I got to glue another piece on. There it is. Perfect. Perfect. You see how much this was out? Let's see if we can zoom in on it. That's how much the angle was off. That much at the top. 1/8 of an inch at the top. So let's mix up some epoxy and get her glued on there. Now, the best monocoater that I know is Lewis Rankin. And I think that to do a spectacular monocoat job would be harder than paint. You know, the average monocoat job is nothing. You just, like this, is nothing. You just put it on and that's it. But if you look at some of these airplanes, like Lewis Rankin's you can't even tell that it was monocoated. It is butter smooth and no seams. I don't even know how they do it. Even the wingtips, perfect. I don't understand it. Okay. Let's make it happen here. We don't want to keep blabbing. We want to get this done. Get her done. Well, I don't know how many you've noticed, but there's no Ukraine section on the forum anymore. The reason for that is there's too many people that don't have self-control. So I just took it off. I don't want to hear the whining anymore. Thinking about turning off report to moderator too, because lots of whining going on. Herding cats, giant babies. If you like Facebook better, by all means, go over there and stay there. I don't know shit about Ukraine. I don't live there. I live here. I damn sure don't want to see us dragged into World War III. It's like plywood. Okay, so we'll wait 5 minutes. I wasn't in World War II. I'm only old enough to be the tail end of Vietnam. My dad was a World War II vet. Most of them guys are in their 90s. Well, whatever's left of them, 90s or 100s. I don't think there's many left. The greatest generation. Yeah, about 15 years too young for maybe 20 years too young. Let's see. 30 years. 50s, 50, 40. Oh, yeah. So 6. Yeah, I'm at least 30 years too young for World War II. Okay, so this will dry up, probably. Put too much glue on it to pick that. No, I'm a Navy guy. I was a painter of airplanes. Taught by the United States government how to be a sander, painter of gray. Yeah, we're just wait. This is starting to harden up too much. I don't want that shit falling off. We'll go through these hinges here in a second. Let's do it. Let's mix up some more epoxy and get these hinges set up while we're waiting on the rudder to dry. Unless you're using my hinges, always, always, always use epoxy. Don't use CA. You don't want to see war. You think you do, but trust me, you don't. Okay, so we got that mixed up. Let's take these hinges out. We'll glue them into this elevator first. Dems worse than bank robbery and nobody in jail. Yeah, not yet. But I got a feeling it's coming. See, he's only been in office 3 weeks, or 3 months, I mean. Gas prices went down a quarter today. If it goes down another 50 cents, we'll be back to where it needs to be. I'll be happy. Make sure the barrel of the hinge is parallel to the trailing edge. That way it'll operate smoothly. I'm not devolving any of that information, whether I do or do not, over the internet. Just like I ain't giving out my phone number and address and all that. Too many cuckoos. Thanks, Wayne. Glued that tape under there. Oh well. He'll be fine. Yeah, I got her. Okay, that's the correct way to get the rudder glued on. Where the hell is it? There it is. That poor job, Monica. Yeah, it needs some of that silicone on these gaps. I'll just have him do it. Covering is shoddy. It's everywhere. It's just falling off this thing. There we go. Looks halfway good. Better. Hey, Roy. Yeah, 5 hours. You can put this together in 5 hours. Maybe. Maybe. You're a magician. Okay, I gotta know who's going to be the first one this month to give a super chat. This month is worse than last month. Even a $2 one. We got nothing this month. Content's got to be worth something. Spend all this damn time. Yeah. Just some black, non-hardening silicone. It just skins over. I guess bathtub silicone would probably work. I think black would look better on this, or maybe white. I guess white would be okay. Except for back here. When you put this epoxy on the hinges, make sure that the glue goes through the little holes. That way it makes little nails to stipple it, secure it to the inside of the pocket. Glue kind of solid there. Then we're going to be tight. I hate these kind of hinges. You got to pick them out, and it's just a pain in the ass. I think I'm going to paint this canopy black. I got any black paint? Well, heck, rudder's glued on there good, but it's still flimsy as hell because I got the grain running this way instead of this way. And I can tell just by flexing it, the grain is running this way. No problem, Roy. I wanna tell something. I got in trouble for calling electrics toy airplanes. Newsflash: these are all toy airplanes. So now we'll pick out the epoxy out of the hinge line and see if we can't free these hinges up. One of the reasons why I hate these kind of hinges, they get glued pretty solid. I guess I could melt some Vaseline and put the barrel in it. But always, always, always epoxy these in. Never use canopy glue. And that is bullshit. You CA it and you get it in there, it's done. Because it'll wick inside the barrel and the pin and lock it up solid. So if you use epoxy, you can at least pick it off and it'll be all right. White glue does not stick to nylon, so don't use white glue. The only hinges you can use white glue on are mine because it's wood to wood. But I use epoxy anyway. Hinges, motor mounts, doublers, those are areas you got to use epoxy. There's no two ways about it. So we got to wait for a minute while that dries. I only want to do either the elevators or the flaps so I can figure out what's sticking because these are stiff right now. In a second here, I'll get my dry slide and squirt it in there, and then we'll pick the epoxy out and free them up. In the meantime, I guess I'm going to put a carbon fiber gear on this for them to lighten it up some. I might as well use this gear to drill the holes, though. There it is. You guys can't see what I'm doing. I need to back this thing up. We'll back it up. These cameras always in the way. We'll back it up some. So we need a hole bigger than that. Sander of air. Let's go with. We'll go with this one here. Up 2 sizes. Should work. Okay, so we're going to drill this one up. Crap. Got me. Oh. I have to get some more Teta out of the bottle. Make any more tanks. Seems like it needs a little bit more. May work. Yeah. Back in the 60s, most guys flew like that. Why am I not hitting that? Like I'm going to have to slot them with a Dremel. So yeah, the Chinese girl was so good. God, she was good. She was only 10th. I think she got robbed. That's the way it goes in this hobby. They get a hard on for you. You know, they'll try to ruin you over jealousy. I guess it's human nature. I get a little harder speed pan for half A. I'm thinking about building a half A speed plane for next year. Because then judging don't mean shit. It's all about the watch. Okay, what are we going to do here? How are we going to get that out? I do not remember what's in here. It's in here. So we want this right here. I certainly don't like that. We'll spin this up. I should be able to grind it out. Well, I don't like it, but too late now. That'll work. Okay, I need to get the hardware for it. It's that metric shit, but there's nothing I can do about that either. Let's see. They don't even have screws for that. I don't think I got any in that size. We could try this, but I don't think that's it. My God, it is. You only gave me one. Okay. Give me one metric screw. Maybe I have some motor mount screws. I think they're about the same. If not, we'll just tap it to 440 and forget it. course, it's the bottom box. I gotta have a better way of doing that. And I don't have any anyway. So, plan B. But I'm going to take a water closet break. It take me a minute. And then we're going to tap them to 440. Yeah.
It's too early to fix it for you, isn't it?
It ain't 8 o'clock yet.
Shit.
Okay, so now I think we're going to run that tap through there and remake them. So where did I put it? I think it's in that drawer. And then if it don't work, I got big problems. I only have one of them anyway, so. Okay, that's how you fix them Japanese or Chinese crap and things. I don't have any short ones. Oh, wait a minute, yeah I do. I got 3/8ers right here. We need some washers. Some washers. Let's do last 3. These are 443/8. See, I got an open bag. I got an open bag right here. They know this channel in China. And from what YouTube just sent me a message is they're going to start dubbing my voice in any language that you're watching in, which is okay, I guess. Oh, we don't want to knock that on the floor. That would be a disaster. I ain't putting them funky wheel pants on it. It's heavy. Okay, we're pretty stiff. So I need to pick out the glue. I used to have it when I used these hinges. I used to have a special blade cut for the barrel of this for doing this job. But I don't use these anymore, and I don't know what happened to it. So it doesn't look like we're going to get it finished tonight, but we'll definitely get it finished tomorrow. It's going to take a minute for this to free up. You know how Walmart killed the grocery store and killed all the five and dimes, and I mean, it just killed business? Well, that's what Facebook is trying to do to me. So if you're a Facebookite, stay there. I've also made up my mind, I'll implement it after Monday, that in order to access the Hangout from at the bench, you're going to have to be a current supporter of the Hangar. hate to be a prick like that, but due to the latest little run-in, I guess we're going to have a little power struggle. I think that's about as far as I'm going to go for tonight. Getting burnout on this thing. It's black and it looks nasty, but it cleans up. And it's good stuff. Gotta wrap the line yet. There's no way you could do this in 5 hours. Not and do it right. That's better. It ain't butter smooth like mine, but it'd be pliable. I need to find the iron. Let's see. Tighten the cover up. Covering wrinkles up more when you heat it up. It's stupid. Look at that. I'm afraid that stuff there is a pain. There it is. You got it. That means that technique should work back here too. Yeah. It's coming right back wrinkled again. Total shit. To get these wrinkles out of the leading edge, that would help. Better. It's better. I gotta wrap the lead out. I just came back again. Here's another thing. They covered the top of this first. The seam is up instead of down. What a joke. Unless I built it wrong. But I don't think so. The trick, I mean, I'm no professional monocoater by any means. But when I do monocoat, my covering doesn't bag up. And let me tell you why. I pull it as tight as it can possibly go around the perimeter, and I use the least amount of heat on it. If you got to heat the piss out of it to get a wrinkle out of it, it ain't on right. So if you watch my polyspan video where I showed how to polyspan is a weird animal because it's like doing tissue and monocoat together. Because in order to go around the tip, you got to heat it and stretch it and pull it to get it to go around. And I didn't have no problems with it. I taught myself how to do it, and I can polyspan with the best of them. See this bottom patch that I put on it, it's still tight. Where I had to cut this open here. Pull it tight and iron it down. It'll probably be loose tomorrow. Nothing I can do about it, though. It's loose within minutes. See, it's pulling up there. Get the iron out. Shit, I might have to recover that right there. What a joke. Yeah, looks like we're going to go another video without a chat. This is the 7th or 8th day. 8th day into it. I needed to get this out anyway and iron this back piece back here down. It would take a lot of practice to make your bottoms at 3 inches. Is it possible? Yeah, but airplanes probably wouldn't last long. I don't have a sock because I'm not a monocoque guy, so you guys can yell at me for not using a sock. Whatever. Save that. Save that. That's a good deal. Yeah. That don't look too bad now, I guess. But it won't stay like this long. About one trip in the sun, and there we go. About one trip in the sun, and it'll be bagged up again. Well, Mark, you are the first chatter of this month. By the way, guys, it belongs to Modeler 43. We'll get it done this weekend, Mark. $5 hours. What a can of worms. Oh shit, it burned up there. I don't have any red either. Oh well, it's just an ARP. It will not stick. Covering is so bad. So bad. Kind of separated right there. Got it a little too hot. Nothing I can do about it. But it's just an ARP. Shit, the covering's already wrinkled up here. Even that way. Now, if you buy this in an ARC, what I would do is monocoat the wings, paint the fuselage. That way you could put real fillets in it and paint up to the monocoat. Or if you bought the ARP and you wanted to keep it or whatever, you could strip all the covering off the fuselage because that stuff's not going to last on there. I can see that already. I mean, it's just such a poor job. It probably isn't as much of a poor job as it is poor material that they use. It's not monocoat, it's China coat. You know, I don't know what it is, but it doesn't act like monocoat at all. So we're 10 minutes to 8. I think I'm going to wrap it up because my dinner's in 10 minutes. And we'll come back tomorrow, work on it what we can, and I'll probably work on it through the day tomorrow because there's no yard sailing thrift store trips planned. Yeah, we need to glue those clips on the. Need to make some clips on the outside of this so it don't move. That's pretty crappy. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make some U clips to go on the outside of the horns to keep them from moving. Because even though I glued them in, they have some play in them. So we're gonna fix that. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Mark, for being the first super chatter of the month, the only super chatter of the month so far. That really helps out. If you're not a member of the channel, please consider joining, becoming a paid member. It's $5 a month. I mean, give up one beer. Shit. And or gift some memberships to people or whatever. I don't know exactly how it works, but that really helps me out, and it keeps me motivated to do these things. Otherwise, I'm just spinning my wheels. Because I could move a whole lot faster without doing these projects online. All right. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you tomorrow. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.